welcome back to Elden Ring. Now, it's been a long time since our first playthrough, but we're going to be taking a trip back in with our first character in this game to Shadow of the Erdtree. The DLC is finally here. Seems like a dream come true. My opinion, From Software always does their best work on the DLCs. Elden Ring was a fantastic game, and if the DLC is going to be better than that, then we are in for a treat. Now, I've been very much looking forward to this day. Unfortunately, didn't get to play right at the launch time. Had some things come up. Our AC unit is seemingly on the way out the door, so we're dealing with some high heat in the house. Supposed to be 98 this weekend. Hoping that we can get it fixed before we get to the worst of that. But this should definitely take the mind off of things for a bit. So let's hop right on into it now. The Ring of Miquella Gesture. Okay. Let's teleport to the site of Moog, Lord of Blood. Who hath we here?
Were you guided here by kindly Miquella? I am Leda, and like you, I was guided by faith along his honorable path. Touch the withered arm, and you too will be transported to the realm of Shadow where Miquella the Kind now dwells. My compatriots are there already. Like us, they have heard kindly Miquella's call. If you can find them, they are certain to lend you aid.
So, early prediction. Now, I have seen absolutely nothing of the DLC. I try and stay as hidden away from things as I possibly can be. But early prediction here is going to be that kindly Miquella is the final boss of the DLC. Touch it! Yes, head to the realm of Shadow. You know, FromSoft always does a very good job. This reminds me very similarly to the latter part of the second DLC in Dark Souls 3. You come upon the Ring City. You step out into this broad landscape. You just can see a lot of what's coming up. Kind of where your major destinations are going to be. Obviously, this is probably nowhere near close to all of what we will encounter. And we've got something similar to an Erdtree, but definitely different. Now, we had Miquella's Haligtree, and you had the Erdtree, so I wonder what this tree is going to be. The Gravesite Plain. Well, it's definitely a gravesite. Lots of gravestones around. Although they're very ghostly gravestones. Okay, so I guess the question becomes, which way do we wall hug? I think we're gonna go back and follow the cliffside. Oh, geez. Okay, hold up. So this is like... This is going to be extremely layered, it seems. Got giant flames down below. Is that gonna be like a rot-ridden land? Kind of feels that way. You've got all the red on the ground. I know that the Horizon games, or at least Forbidden West, which is the one that I've played, has some similar stuff as well. So that should be tons of fun to traverse. Got like a ship shipwreck? No, it's not a shipwreck. My eyes are deceiving me. We've got some sort of island with some fallen buildings or something of that nature in the distance as well. There's gonna be so much to this. I can already feel it. There's another island. That all connects around. And this is just what we can see in the first couple minutes here. Alright, first item of the DLC. Drum roll, please. Lump of flesh. Alright. Off to a great start. Is this some sort of grave? I guess it is. I mean, which would make sense. It's just a specialty grave in the gravesite plane. Now, just having a look around. It's just, there's so much to take in. So we've got another dead dragon. This is similar to in the capital. There's catacombs down that way. But it feels like we're gonna have a long ways before we're actually able to make our way down to this area. And that ties around over there at those rocks. Oh man, I think the only thing that I've really heard, like I said, I've tried to stay away from spoilers. Pretty much all I've heard is that this is not a small DLC by any means. Seen some stuff saying about, you know, similar in size to a small game. Which the more content, the better, in my opinion. And it just keeps tying around. Although it does look like... actually, it doesn't look like there's a clean way down. Very stacked so far. I don't know if this is the normal way to approach things by just going around the outside. I know I'm probably missing a lot of stuff back in the middle. Let's give Torn a go. Crazy, I haven't played this in a few months, but the muscle memory is coming right back. We came down from the Grace over this way. Just feels like such a large open area. Okay, something screamed at me. Is that a boss? Is that just a bird? Who's yelling? 'Cause that scared the crap out of me. Some rata fruit? Thanks, I guess. I've never been much for crafting, which is probably due to just lack of knowledge on things. Hey, look, we made it back. Okay, so obviously option number 2 here is to go left towards the tree. And go get a map. I think getting a map is probably a good start. Is that pointing us to some sort of dungeon over there, or is that going to be enemies? Let's get the map first, and then we'll go double back to that. It's just so open. I'm waiting for a boss to just show up out of the sky or something. Alright, so we got the gravesite plane map. Okay, it's saying we're engaged with an enemy. But what enemy would that be? I mean, we've got these guys, but I don't really think that they're the ones causing us. Ah, you. Okay. Let's say hello to our new friend. Okay, you can't just run around everything. That's unfortunate. Can I bleed you out? No? Alright, we seem to be able to tank quite a bit. That's... Okay, so that's like a shield? Or maybe you can do some sort of block with the weapon? I'm gonna assume shield. Ow. Okay, that didn't necessarily go according to plan, but we're gonna top off on all of our heals with that. Okay, so we've got a main road here. Now that we've disengaged, this should give us a better idea. Holy cow, okay. So we kind of walked over, I guess this way. This would have been where we initially looked. So that's gonna go down and rift through here. Or you can peel left and go up the main road. I feel like I kind of want to look over to the left of where we started and then also kind of dig down into here. Going off of the beaten path sounds way more interesting than diving right in kind of in the expected way, so to speak. Like, obviously the game is trying to lead you in a main way, but I want to see what else is in store for us. Oh, I missed. Tried to go for the big charge up attack. Okay, you can knock that off. Alright, get some smithing stones to start. Which I don't think we're really in need of that, but... can never go too wrong holding on to those. Okay, so I'm trying to follow the map here. This is where we come in, so all of this is actually above where we are. But let's head on up to the left. There's an item of interest here on the map. This is gonna put us... Who goes there? Alright, we can two-shot these guys. Supposing that we could actually get a head start on them. Ooh. White flesh mushroom. I think that's new. I don't recognize that. I think there's just a regular mushroom in the main game. Alright, do we have a tomb? Western Nameless Mausoleum. Alright, we might be heading right on into a boss fight here. Just a little field boss or something? Black Jail Knight. Oh, geez, Machine Gun Kelly out here. Oh, that's not fair. He's smarter. He's smarter than he leads on. No! I'm not dying right away. He's gonna snipe me. I wanted to backstab him. I wanted to give him the business. Oh, geez, how'd that not hit me? Oh, this is gonna hurt. I want to top off. I don't trust it. Oh, come on, give me the backstab. Oh, you can definitely run around that jump attack. I want the backstab, but I should probably be just smart. Well, that's quick. My goodness. Just let me behind you. Is that too much to ask? Every time I think I get a backstab. There we go. Not as strong as I would have hoped, but we got it. Oh, he heals. It is I was like, this feels like a PvP-ish boss. There's the bleed. Oh, I can't get my... Okay, there it is. I was like, I can't get the heals off fast enough. So we suffer our first defeat of the DLC, but I think we have to just approach this boss like, it's going to be PvP-ish. They're gonna be able to heal, but also, I don't think I should go for the backstabs. I think I'm gonna get hurt more times often than not. That's not to say that you don't want to still kind of strafe to his backside, but... Probably 2 hits is what we're aiming for. There we go. Okay, so that's an opening. And that is a whiff because I became not locked on anymore. Okay, poise. Gotta make sure you don't get caught up in combos. 2 and then out. I think 2 and out is probably our game plan. Don't want to get caught by the jump. That seems easy enough to strafe. Okay. So he can hyper armor through that. Backstab. Alright, the heal's not huge, but I mean, him healing is still not fun. If we can keep things up, we can definitely... Oh, jeez. Get him to bleed. I think getting the quick attack out of that works. Ah, yeah, okay, so after the slam, just don't trust anything. What was that? He did like a little hop, but he didn't actually attack me. I do feel like... Okay, he only has one heal. He didn't take the time to find enough flasks. Rookie mistake. You know, if this guy was later in the DLC, he would probably be loaded with them. Alright, easy scrape. Yeah, dodge that one. Alright, I got greedy. Tell you what, it chunks your health. Don't really love the 180 hyper armor. Oh, fake out with the double backstep? Tricky, tricky, mister. Yeah, if you're too close, he's gonna... Oh, no, 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 no! Yeah, we went with the greed. We went with the greed on that one. Enemy felled. Great Sword of Solitude, Hem, Armor Gauntlets, and Greaves of Solitude. Okay, so you get his full armor set, as well as his weapon, as a reward for going and finding him. But there is no grace. Alright, so we'll probably just back out from here, back to the original grace. Alright, so let's set a waypoint down here, and we're gonna make that our target. Kind of go that original way that we were looking, but we'll go down to the main road and follow that up. I want to keep an eye off the main road, see if there's anything interesting for us, but so far doesn't seem like there are any items hiding around here. But again, gotta keep the eyes peeled, because there definitely will be items that are not just on the main path. Some glass shards. Alright, so that's the main gate that we want to go to. This is a bit further down than where we ventured earlier. Just take a little peek-see here. Hold on, can you... Oh man, it looks like dead ahead here there might actually be some land. That may be all area that we're gonna be venturing towards at some point. That's crazy. That is absolutely wild. I don't think this grass here means anything. There's part of me that says, jump off. Maybe there'll be something, but I think it's just part of the landscape. Alright, so that's the main gate. Do we have a grace or anything hiding around? It looks like we've got a little encampment back here. Let's look down below. Big rock formation. It almost feels like to me the way that this is obscured here, that maybe down below that, I don't know if there's gonna be an elevator somewhere and then like an underground pass. That's my prediction as it stands. Alright gang, hate to break up the fun. Oh, we got fire dogs. Oh, yeah. So I hear stuff in the background that I don't trust. Beautiful. Ooh, Mesmer Soldier Axe. Okay, so a Mesmer Soldier. I'm not entirely certain if I am to know what Mesmer means at this point, if that's something from the main game and we're just elaborating. Fire coil. Okay, that seems new. Uses FP to conjure a tiny fire snake. Device of fire used by Mesmer soldiers. Lingering embers bundled into a coil. And it's craftable. So do I have to get fire snakes? Maybe. Dew gem. Apparently very resistant to the fire dog. Oh, we got a big waterfall. So these ruins, I mean, it does butt up right against this cliff, so that makes sense. Let's go and check if there's anything behind the waterfall. You never know. More than likely not, but, you know, sometimes some hidden treasure. Just some dew gems. Haha. Blessing of America. Alright, gonna have to definitely take a look at that once we, I was gonna say after we kill these guys, but I'll tell you what, they pack a punch. They are definitely strong. Blessing of America. Can only hold one, completely restores HP, and heals all ailments. Special physic blessed by America, Queen of the Erdtree. America once created several of these physics for Mesmer's sake, but never again. They must be too powerful. Alright, so let's head back out and actually check out what this is. I don't know if this is an old church. It's kind of the vibe that it's giving me. I think I saw somebody creeping about in here. Church of Consolation. Erdtree fragment. Erdtree. So that must be that tree that we're seeing in the distance. Oh boy, okay. Black Steel Great Hammer. Great Strike Weapon. Has some faith scaling, which makes sense. You can tell by that special attack that it did there. Probably a relative of the Knights? Weapon of the Black Knights, servants of the Mesmer the Impaler. Okay, so Mesmer is an actual person and thereby likely a boss that we will encounter at some point here. Great Hammer of Black Steel with decorative embellishments in gold. Blessed with an Erdtree incantation. Further holy imbuement will amplify the effect and greatly increase the armament's power. Guard counters cause a burst of power. Now, we don't have faith on this build, so the holy is not really going to do much of anything. We are really geared up for strength and dex, pretty much just a very balanced build. And I almost forgot, we did end up acquiring Erdtree Fragment, which bolsters Erdtree Blessing. A splinter of the Erdtree that contains golden brilliance, acquired at the Church of America and other places in the realm of Shadow. Consume these at sites of grace to bolster your Erdtree Blessing. Erdtree Blessing bolsters the bearer's ability. That is a lot of B's right there. Erdtree Blessing bolsters the bearer's ability to deal and negate damage, but has no influence outside the Shadow realm. It is said that when the Erdtree crumbles from its core, that it will scatter across the entire realm of Shadow. The people of the Erdtree collect the splinters and use them in prayer. Okay, so this is a DLC specific mechanic. No influence outside the realm of Shadow, but it will strengthen us within the DLC. which means that the DLC probably has additional scaling that works outside the realm of vigor, strength, dex, you know, and all of your other stats. So I think with that, back to the main route we go. Let's hit up the gravesite and see if we can use our Erdtree fragments. Let's take the main road. We'll head in the normal way, and then we'll check out this little... Part of me wants to say town, but it doesn't really feel like a town. We've got a tower. We've got a giant building. It's almost like a castle of sorts? I don't know. Scorched ruins. Okay, so it's just like a big ruin site. I don't want to just take out everyone because I trust nothing. Hefty cracked pot. Yeah, this is just about getting potentially overwhelmed. I'm also now realizing that I didn't sit at the Grace to even take a look at our Erdtree fragment. It's how much my brain is just like, go and explore. Find new things, more. You must find more. So Hefty Cracked Pot is a new form of Cracked Pot. Looks like there are 10 of them, that's the first. And we don't even have all of the ritual pots because I'm a slacker. But then again, this is our first playthrough character. We did not do anything further than what was on the YouTube, so. Found as much as I could on my first playthrough. Which I think we did a decent job of, but definitely did not find everything. Okay, let's find our way into these ruins. This is definitely not the way in. Let's check around the left-hand side of this place. Got some enemies on a little walkabout. Okay, we have stairs and a door that leads to nowhere. Excellent. Off to a fantastic start. Okay, no, but this might actually take us somewhere. Shadow Realm Rune 2. Gain 10,000 runes. So it's the equivalent of a Golden Rune 13. Right out the gate, the small stuff here is very large. Definitely gonna help with us getting some levels up. Excuse me? That is not very nice. Should not be casting the first stone. I don't actually know that a jump was necessary, but for dramatic effect, I think it works. Parkour! Alright. Like all good parkour in this game, you need your trusty steed. Gotta get all that height. Although nothing more going up this way. There is an item over there. I think that is our ultimate goal on the other side. Just a furl calling finger remedy. That was lackluster. I think I'm gonna have to go back the same way though. Kind of funny that you can ride your horse up here. Doesn't quite seem right, but it is technically ruins, so. What do we got? Is this gonna be like, need a key? Wow, plot twist. Don't need a key to get in. All right, the real question is, do they put the first mimic here? No. Good. Blade of Mercy. Raises attack power after each critical hit. A thin bloodstained dagger no longer fit for use. Hornsen employed this to honorably end the suffering of a compatriot. After claiming numerous lives, the dagger is now broken, but has acquired a spectral aura. Okay, so Hornsen, I think Hornsen is a people group. End the suffering of a compatriot. It speaks as though it's probably a group of people, the Hornsent. So maybe there is a leader to the Hornsent that we'll encounter. But I wonder if the attack power raised on the critical hit stacks. Or if it's just like for a time period after I guess critical hits are backstabs, and if you can break the poise on certain enemies and just get a critical attack window. But I wonder if that's like a true stack or if it's time-based, because that would really dictate how powerful that could be against certain enemies. Alright, so we have this tower that actually doesn't look like is gonna have access. Let's see if there's anything on the back side here. No, don't do that. The character got like caught up on the ground there. I was kind of hoping that there was going to be a door there on the drop. Now what I don't know, ruins historically in the rest of the game tended to have a boss fight. But thus far, I'm not seeing the typical entry point for the fight. Do spy an item. Greater Potentate's Cookbook. Alright, so we've got some new recipes. So this is just up to the right-hand side. Ooh, okay, so still something up there for us to acquire on the bridge across, mayhaps? You know, I was walking around and I really thought this had the look of a secret entrance. That's disappointing. Alright, while we're running around here, I have spotted a grace just beyond. So let's take this and actually take a look at our new fragments. Shadow Realm Blessing. Scattered Tree Blessing and Revered Spirit Ash Blessing. Okay. So we can only upgrade once. We're gonna need one more to get the second one. That's okay. We'll take it. Oh, we can see here in yellow, that's the DLC specific adjusted attack power. Very neat. And while we're here, we will also throw a level. Looks like into dexterity is gonna give us the highest return on investment for damage. Alright. Back to the ruins. As we go up and over here, it looks like there's a place to drop down. Then we backtrack. All that for a black firefly. Really, Miyazaki? Such a troll. So in the ruins, we got the chest, and that seems to be everything that we're going to get out of the ruins, at least from what I can tell. So let's press forward. I see we've got this walking guy, giant fire guy. Maybe let's interact with this, see what he says. He gives us any information, maybe about this hanging tree. Then we can go for the fight. I know. All your resentment lingers yet. The raw stuff from which I shall surely forge. A curse. Upon the dastard Mesmer's head. Upon Marika's children. Alright, he's got a special pot. Maybe if I kill him, I get a special pot? No, I get a stone. I like how the dog is more tanky than these people are. Ooh, we got another scatter tree fragment. Most unexpected. With fragment in hand, I think it wise to empower our blessing. And now we set forth for the fight. He's big enough, this has to be a boss. There's no way this is just like something that takes place in a field, you know. Don't need to deal with you guys while we're fighting. Let's do it. Come on, show me what you got, big guy. Ow. How weak are your ankles? Also, no boss bar. Maybe it actually is. Maybe it is just a field enemy. Okay. It's gonna explode, isn't it? Not how I anticipated the explosion, but an explosion nonetheless. Can't believe the dude either. Okay. That was a critical of some sort. Oh, does it break that leg of fire? Do I need to focus on the left leg now? Seems like that might actually be the case. Are we just alternating feet? Early. It's so so tanky. It's so tanky. There's gotta be a weak spot, because this is not going well. Oh. Well, probably dead. Yeah. Saw that coming. Okay, so honestly, he didn't have a boss health bar and he was mega tanky. I'm gonna put that on my to-do list, so to speak. But I don't think we're fighting this guy now. So let's just run on past. Dude, I just want my runes back, that's all. Alright. I see what appears to be a new place. So I think that's where we're gonna head. Ooh, Grace. Hello. Hello, Grace. Fancy seeing you here. We must be going the right way, because I think that's the person that ushered us into the DLC area. Erdtree fragment. Carved words coalesce. I abandon here the first of the flesh of my body.
Ah, Lady Leda spoke.
Oh, this is not the same person that ushered us in.
Guided here by kindly Miquella, won't we all? I am Freya. I once fought alongside General Radahn. In battle, you can be sure I'll hold my own.
So Freya, not to be confused with the Duke's dear Freya.
Oh, another thing. Did you speak to our dour little friend? If you've yet to do so, have him give you a map of the Cross's whereabouts. You'll find more of them dotted about these lands. They are Miquella the Kind's footprints.
Okay, so is the friend this guy down here?
Fie, another. Treading the heels of Miquella. Then, as that woman would surely say, we are in our purposes well aligned. But understand, your kind are not forgiven. The Erdtree is my people's enemy. By Marika long betrayed, set aflame. I believe Miquella's apologies when he says our delivery will come, but never will I see your kind as worthy. And yet my oath I cannot overlook. If Miquella it is whom you would seek, then comrade, allow me to give you this. These are the sites of the crosses I found. I urge you, follow after Miquella. As long as you abide by his footfalls, you will be no enemy to me.
Okay, so now we have cross sites. Oh, so he is Hornsent? Miquella's Cross, Repath Cross, Redmane, Freya, and Hornsent. We had an item that says about Hornsent, so maybe it is a person? Kinda crazy that in this entire segment, you know, we get a cross map, and this whole section only has one cross. So this is going to be very spread out. Alright, so main gate heads west and probably through here and out into the main. So naturally, my brain says go here. Venture to the other side of Flameboy and see what's hiding by that tree. Or I guess technically what's hiding beyond that tree. What are these people? Is this like a group of the first guy that we saw? Much weaker, don't have the fancy shield weapon. Backhand blade. Alright, so that was this here. Can you venture down below into this river, or is it too steep of a drop? Oh, it's a chasm. Okay, it's not a river. Chasm, but you can spy this on the other side. So you are going to have to take that bridge in order to get across. And then we've got ourselves some sort of tomb at the other end. What could go wrong with crossing a giant bridge? Got birds up top here. It doesn't seem like there's going to be anything down there. I feel like trying to cross this bridge is going to lead us to getting attacked, but it is what it is. We gotta try it. The Elak Great Bridge. Just feels like a ballista should be firing upon it. That's kind of what it looks like, yeah. Don't mind me, guys. Just breaking and entering. Hiya. I don't know that destroying it really is going to do anything at this point. Okay, so we can take the Grace and then work our way back out from there. Erdtree fragments abound. I feel empowered. Okay, so I think my goal from here is to go with the backtrack. So we're at the front of the castle. I don't really want to enter this castle yet. I think I want to backtrack here and then also backtrack to the top and go high above the church. Kind of work our way that way. It looks like we've also got some poisonous area back here. Alright, so we can kind of... You know what? We're not gonna scour the town quite yet. Maybe bits and pieces of it, but I want to stay... Stay on the path. He's got damage negation. We'll leave him alone for now. Actually, I wonder if we have to manually break it with the amount of hits that we... Whoa. That was some big damage. Oh boy. There it is. Does it break by number of attacks, heavy attacks? I think it's just damage buildup. No, he's got a horn. Gosh darn it. You, silence! They didn't need to know. Yeah, one of these times, going in a tent is actually going to have something for us. Oh, you thought you were sneaky! Dude is really still alive? Fire spark perfume bottle. I mean, those guys had some serious damage with, I guess, what would be considered the fire spark. Alright, let's head down to the lower path. I'm gonna check back down here. Nothing up against the walls, but we do have this item. Oh, no, no, no! No, 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 no. Why do you all do so much damage? Because you're DLC enemies, that's why. Alright, get a spread crossbow. Ahaha! So you're trying to hide things from me. But I found it. I mean, it's just a smithing stone, but I like to keep my eyes peeled. Ooh. This is a place for the horse to jump up? Was I seeing wind from down below? It looks like it might be. I can't see it now, but that does look like we're gonna be able to go down into the riverbed. Yeah, somewhere around here there's gonna be a place that takes us way lower. Let's join the fight. I don't know. I don't think saving this guy is gonna do anything, but you never know. You don't know until you try it. Okay, that continues to build up. Just some bleed build up though. Alright, sir, I saved you. A simple thank you would suffice, but fine. No manners. You know what, at this point, it's probably not even worth fighting them. Unless we, like, hear someone talking, I guess. Otherwise, it just seems like they're all common enemies. We got a cave? Is that what we're up against here? Or ruined forge lava intake. This might just be a whole new area entrance point. By grace, if e'er I see another rock, I shall find it, of this I have no doubt. The altar of the forge cannot be far. Ah yes, another lava dungeon. favorite. Hit them where they're the weakest. I mean, that's normally what I try and do. Something's gonna pop out at me. I mean, there's the small of their back. Because it's 211 damage otherwise, but it was like 600 on the backside there. They're gonna be like a pretty easy stagger, it is. Okay. Quite weak in their lower back. So they give some smithing stones. They've got some smithing stones lying around. Gas stone. I know Gaston. No one crafts like Gaston. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Nothing more needs to be said. Lava slug. Oh, that gave 7 smithing stone 2s. I like brushed right over that. I was like, oh yeah, just a smithing stone 2. No, they're giving out tons of early crafting materials here. Got an item across the way. You're gonna have to go back up somewhere else to get it. Which actually looks like just they're backing around. Okay. That just takes me back around. That doesn't help. Oh, okay. Got a little side slam. Okay, that sneaks up on you real quick. Let's try this again. Probably go snuck up on them. The thing is, the sword technically swings right and then left. These lava slugs are a little bit more dangerous. At least they die easy. Probably explode too. Oh, no explosion. Okay, it looked like that's what we were building up to. Alright, so we should take a look. Maybe we do go up top first and then come back down. Keep seeing these, which I think are like... yeah, smoldery, like anvils and stuff, but I keep thinking that there's some sort of enemy that's ready to come alive and destroy me. Greater Potentate's Cookbook 13. I don't know if they're distributed 1 through whatever number in like a reasonable order, you know, progression wise. Like, is 13 way late, or is it just the numbers are arbitrary? Ow, jeez. This snipe you. Hello, sir. Hate to barge in unannounced. It's kind of rude of me, huh? Hope you'll find it in your heart to forgive me. You're definitely not gonna find it in your lower back to forgive me, I can tell you that much. Okay, so there was a pathway up top. There's also a pathway down here. I think I saw a ladder. So let's go up and kick that ladder, see if maybe it leads down into that same area. Doesn't quite make sense that it would, but you know. Let's take a look. You know, it'd make things a lot easier if I actually made the jump. I don't know what those hitboxes were. How did we miss everything? Oh, it's not. Oh, this seems to be somewhere different. I was expecting like a shortcut that you kick. We do get a lever, and this might just be the room. Ooh, okay. Little pipe for us to climb up. Okay, okay, okay. Good thing we came up here first. Let's take care of business, get this item, and then proceed along. Oh, swung over me. I bet you a hammer is like really, really good against these guys. Bleed sword, not so much. I would like it if you would show me your back. There it is. Yeah, hammer would go very, very well. And ironically, they give you a dagger. Dagger engraved with a smith script. Reduced mass enhances the effects of the smithing arts, allowing this weapon to function as a throwing dagger for all attacks. Once thrown, the dagger instantly reappears in the wielder's hand. Okay. So effectively, you have a ranged weapon. But with it being a dagger, probably is pretty quick to use at close range. Sounds like it could be versatile depending on how much damage you can get out of it. This must be for if you mess up the jump to that? Because I don't see that as an entry point. Let's try and make a jump here. Hey, yeah! There it is. Big jumps. Now, is this gonna be a trap? Okay, not a full-on trap, but like still kind of. Because by trap, I thought we were going to have something come barreling down on us. Okay, so we have that landing spot here, and we also can get off down lower. I feel like I want to start up top and then work back. Just got to keep track of the paths that we have available to us. Anvil hammer and an ancient dragon smithing stone. Return to entrance. Okay, so that's like the big finale of it. The anvil hammer. Has some int and faith scaling on it as well. Colossal weapon. One of the treasures of the ruined forges. A tremendous hammer that incorporates as its head the red-hot anvil of the forge. It is said that the anvil shape is inspired by that of an altar, and that long ago it was indeed used as such in rite and ritual. So far, we've had a couple of weapons that utilize faith scaling. Which probably makes sense given Miquella. Oh, is this just... So you can teleport back to the entrance... Or they actually just pretty well take you back to the entrance. So with the completion of that, I think that's going to be the perfect place to wrap this first episode of the DLC up. End it on a completion. I think next time we will start by venturing back here, see what lies above the church, and then mayhaps find our way heading in towards the castle. But thank you all. You're still watching. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next episode.